Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be making our football stadium cookie. Okay, we're ready to start decorating. These are really fun little cookies. I'm excited to do this one. They're just so clever with their little sprinkles being all the people in the stadium. They have a really fun effect. All right, so first thing we're going to do is going to be the people in the stands. So we're going to take our white, we're going to cut off a little bit of the tip. We're going to come down here about halfway down the cookie and draw a line straight across and then up and over to make our outline of the stadium, and then we will flood fill in that line. And you can see how I'm lifting this up above the cookie, letting the icing fall down. And then we will do the same thing as we trace around the outside of the circle and meet right back there at the beginning again. Now I'm just going to apply more pressure to the bag and squeeze it. I'm not going to pipe right along the outline because I don't want it to flood off of the cookie. I'm going to move in about 1/4 of an inch. And you can see how much comes out when you just apply more pressure to the bag and squeeze harder. It comes out really thick. So this is a nice flood. Okay, now I'm going to take my scribe and just gently swirl the icing to get it to meet the border that I drew. Now it's time to add our crowd into our football stadium. I'm just going to press it down gently into the sprinkles. And there we go. So now we have a crowd of people in the football stadium. Now we're going to add our green field. All right, we're going to come right along the bottom. And then we're going to outline the rest of the cookie down here. And then flood. And I'm going to use my scribe to swirl the icing over to make sure it meets. The next step we're going to do is we're going to add a yellow stripe right to the edge of our stadium, at the edge of our field. Okay, our stadium is starting to look like a stadium. And at this point, we can go ahead and add our white detail lines to turn it into a real football field. And I'm going to start by doing the 50-yard line right in the middle, going straight from the yellow down to the bottom of the green. And then I'm going to do angled out slightly on this side and angled out slightly on this side. And then one more, angled out even more. And then I'm going to write a 5 and a 0. Now we have a football stadium. Isn't that cute? I love that cookie. I think it's just so fun. All the people in the stands. Well, I hope you enjoyed making this fun football stadium cookie with me. I think it's pretty cool the way you can just use any regular cookie cutter shape that you have. It doesn't have to be a circle. You could use a rectangle, a square, even some type of plaque cookie would work. Any shape that you want to use. You could even do a football shape. That would be kind of fun. Just split it in half with your crowd and your field, and there you go. All right, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.